Hi friends, welcome to Tutors for Each channel. In our last video, we saw how to implement the security using this. When you execute the program, it will be generated automatically. The password will be generated. Now here, I'm going to do the string security part. The password, all the things are ourselves. So how to do the thing is, we have to do this configuration. You have to write it here. Spring security username. Yeah, I'm going to give as Raja. You can give any name. Yeah, if you want John, I will give you John. Password, Spring security username password. I'm going to give different password. Spring MVC path matcher strategy. You have to patch matcher. We have to give this configuration for implement the Spring security. Right. Now let's run the application and check. Now you can see the password is not generated, so we have to give the password, right? So you can see based on the password it will be generate the security. Now it's working. Now let's back to our postman, right? So now we have go to the postman, right? So now let's do the implementation part. So here I'm going to write which one version. That's our program. This program is running. So I'm going to implement this customer API. So here this customer, this just copied, paste it over here. Okay, slash or things customer details. You have to call it over here. Send it. Nothing you're getting. Now what you're going to do is nothing you are getting. You have to implement the security. What's the security you are getting? Password, which is a password you gave. John 321. You write username John, password 321. Click send button. Now at this time our customer details should be written. Okay, so if you want to implement your own security, you have to do the things. This is how we have implement your own security. Right. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to create my own register user. Okay, I'm going to register the new user. Okay, so what you're going to do is in Springboot you have implementation. So you go to here, select create as here, package. You can create entity. I'm going model. Whatever you can give the entity. Some my Spring basic tutorial also given here a name as entities. No problem. You can create model as well. The same thing. Here also we have to create a class which is a we have to create as user. The user class we have to define the annotation which is a entity. Select this one. After that, you have to write it over here at the primary key ID. Second one I'm going to add the first one ID as a primary key. Second I'm going to add as generate value. So write strategy. Okay, you have write as generate type. I'm going to set as auto, comma generator native. So right here private int id, comma private string email. Write it here string password. So right here string rod. These are the variables I have created. So for the user registration part, so when you register user, we need a username, email address, password, and role. These are the things we define. If you want a user creation first name, last name, you can give, no problem. The first one I'm going to implement the as a user as a constructor generate constructor. First I'm going to non-construct blank constructor. After that you have need a parameter is constructor. To implement the parameter is constructor, need all the parameters. After that we have a without id, we have generate another fields, right? So after that we have to implement a get and set method. So right click, generate get and set method. Here this one. Select all things you have to implement it here. After that, we have a string method. Right click, generate to string method. That's it. That's the thing you have to implement. Okay, right? The user register user. You have to implement the model which is a user model. Right. Let's create the controller. This is a controller. New. Okay, I'm going to create as a class. I'm going to make this class. Okay, so we have to create a controller. Okay, so we already done the user model. You have completed the user model. You have completed. Now, inside the user model, I'm going to create as a user controller. Okay, so user controller, I'm going to create. What's a controller? I'm going to create. Let's create as a login. No problem. Or user controller. A user controller. So here, user controller. What you're going to do is first you have to implement the REST controller. Second one, I will implement the request mapping. Okay, so you have to implement. Okay, you have to implement API slash version v1 slash user. The request is coming. You have to cross-source. Right. Now here our first one, we have in order to register the user for this model, email address should be the hash. We have to make it as a hash. So in order to make the hash, what I'm going to do here is we have to auto-wait. You have to write private password encoder. Create the object password encoder. Here you have to write public response entity string. Here you have to write register user the request body you have to write it over here user the user. So to implement this user this class all press enter key to import that class this class to implement it over here. Open and close bracket. Now here first you have to write as a program. First you have to write the try catch block. This is very important stuff. Try and catch. When the error occur, it is coming to the catch and we have to handle get the solution for it. So write string hash password equal this password encoder we have to get it over here. Okay, encode. You have to write user. This user. I'm going to get it over here. Dot get password. This password I'm going to encode it. Okay, this password you have to. You can see here user model. There is a password. This password I'm going to encode. So you have to write a encoder. You have to call the encoder. There is a method called encode. So a user get password. You have to encode it. So you have to write user set password. Set password. You have to implement the dash password over here. After that, user save user equal. So you have to create the user repo. Repo. You have to implement the user repo. You have to write it over here. So here, if you need any problem, you have to go to my tutors funny. Here you can see all the Spring related project is there. Here you can get the all things. Okay, so here the user here you can see here so all the programs tutors should be there. For now, I'm going to get the things. Springboot this which one? Our repo. So repo I'm forgot the code, that's why I go here. This is a repo, right? So here simply you have to get this code on. No need to, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to service repo. So here I'm going to create the repo which is a user repo. This is not a class, it's an interface. You have to paste it over this one, extend repo, this thing just copy it and paste it over here, this one, this, right? Okay, so here extends repo, this is just a class, user class, ID should be which ID? User ID must be integer. So here also you have to make it as, sorry, repo also you have to make it as integer. This is a user class. Alt press enter key. This class you have to call it over here. This one is a package. Alt press enter key. So this package is created here. This is a repository product. You can see all the. Okay, this is a repository. All the CRUD operation will be managed the repository. You have to call the user model. Some model. This is the primary key. It's a primary key ID. This ID data type you have to do it here, right? Perfect. That's the thing you have to write it. Okay, so now what you're going to do is here I'm going to do the thing is save user. Okay, save user. You have to write this one. You have to write auto user repo user repo dot save. Which one I'm going to save? This user. Now you first have to check if save user dot get ID greater than 0. The ID greater than 0. You have to create this variable response entity. You have to write response equal null response dot equal. You have to write response entity dot status http status dot created. Here what I'm going to do is here dot body. You have to write register successful. You have to make the message registered successful. Okay, that's simple stuff. You have right here. So what is the error? Successfully. So you have right successfully. Okay, you have write it. Okay. You have write this. So body. Then you cannot restore the body. So it's removes now. Okay, the problem is okay. So that the bracket I additionally put one. Okay, no problem. Okay, right. So this no problem. I have given this all the source code. I will be check it. Okay, so it's problem. It's okay. Okay, right. So perfect. Right now, what you're going to do is here the catch we have a error. So error concept you have to write when you get the error, you have to pass it the same thing. Which one is response? Pass it over here as well. The response type. For the exception, ex registration fail plus ex dot get message. That's the thing you have to write. Simple. Right? That's the thing you have to write. Perfect. This is the thing you have to write. Perfect. Okay, this thing you have to write. Perfect. After that, you have to write return response. You write return response. Okay, return response. Now what I'm going to do is after that we have to this one password encoder. I haven't created, so we have to create the password encoder in the project configuration. So your password encoder, we have to write the file. Then only we will be able to make the security of the password encode. Should be work. So we have to make it the things. So simply this is a bean class. With a bean class bean, we have to reuse it every class. So we have to write the attack bean annotation. So your public password encoder, password encoder, open and close bracket. So you have to write return new. You have to write crypt encoder. You have to write this one. That's the thing you have to write. Okay, that's the thing you have to write. I can go here and check it. Now here the error will be go away. Okay, just go away. That's the thing you have to write. Okay. Now let's check it. If the program is running or not. It's working. It's working. You can see it's working. Okay, so it's working now. Now I'm going to go to my endpoint, which is a which endpoint user endpoint. User endpoint. User. The user. Okay, it's a user. Right, it's a user. Right. So I'm just copy this. I'm going to go to this coming here. Response you are given. So here, what I'm going to do is go to here. I'm going to get new terminal, new one. You have to write a post request, which is a post request. You have to register API. So you have to write this. So HTTP localhost port should be 8090. You can check it here. Which port the application is running? 8090 here this port. Okay. Slash API. This is the API you have given here. This is the API version user. This one. I give here. Put it over here. Now I'm going to register user. The body. Open and close bracket. Write it over here. We have to put it here. ID should be auto increment. So rest of the field we have to do the things. Email, password, role. Email abc@gmail.com. Password, you write 123. Role, I'm going to telling the admin. Right, so that's the things you have write it. So let's click save button. What happened the response? Sorry, okay, the problem is here. Now let's check it. Sorry, the problem is here. We haven't given this path. That's the problem. So this implement this one, this API or this one. We have to give the permission. We haven't given this project request. We have to give it here as well. Comma permit all. Any user can join as a user. So you have to write it here. Not admin is a user creation. implemented. Right, now let's click it. What upon API version user. Type addition it to HTTP. That's what. Right, but the thing is, I have done what is no thing will be happen. Why? Now let's check it. No errors are displayed. So let's check it. Go to the database. What the database I have created? BVN. So let's the MySQL root root at 123. This is username. Test the connection. Succeed. Apply. Okay. Data. And this one the table. That is not created, but here is column. All the columns are created, but users not created. Okay. So what I'm going to do is here. What's the problem? Yeah, I did simple mistake. Yeah. Now I got it. The problem is here I haven't post mapping. You write post mapping. Post mapping. Right. Register. This API I haven't called it. Go to here slash register. Again, you have to rerun the program and check what would be the output as well. Let's test that. Again, I had a problem. Now here I'm going to go to the problem is it's not working. You have to go to our project security configuration. Here you have to write a security CRF token. I'm going to disable it, and you have to run in the program and check it. Now it's working. Now let's run that programming. Click send button. Sorry, here write the register. You become the register. Click send button. Version API version user register. That's what I'm going to do here. There's no problem. So let's see here the API version user register. User API version user register. So let's run again. Let's run the application. Okay, I will this error I will be solving my next video tutorial. This video is going for length. Thank you for watching.